You guys may have heard me many times talk about Reddit. Reddit is an online community with a lot of smaller communities around certain interests. It's also been called the front page of the internet. You've probably heard me talk about it before. Now, why do I talk about it? I talk about it because it's a great way, in my opinion, to get immersion without going abroad to an English-speaking country to get it. Now, you can obviously go to an English-speaking country and live there for a certain period of time and interact with the locals. And that's good. But you can do that you can have that without going to another country. If you don't live in America or Canada, right? You can use Reddit. It's a great way to immerse yourself in the language. I talked about before the YouTuber named PewDiePie. One of the things that brought him deeper into the English language, not only knowing the vocabulary and the words, but also the references, the cultural references that make watching movies so hard, that make listening to native conversations so hard. This is one of the ways to get that, right? To have exposure, to get into the language, to be part of a community and not just learning vocabulary. So, what we're going to do is we're going to look at Reddit, and I'm going to kind of show you how to use it a little bit. I'm going to show you how to interact with Reddit so that you can actually get a feeling for how to immerse yourself in it. Again, it's just one of your tools, all right? So how do you use Reddit? How can you make for yourself or build for yourself a community or a way to surround yourself with the language? Let's check it out. This is the main page. This is the front page of Reddit. I'm going to move this over a little bit so you can see better. Let's just zoom in a little bit more. Yes, very good. Okay. Now here we are on the main page, and I am on the tab called Popular. I'm way zoomed in here, okay? Now this is just going to be main posts. So if you just want to get the reason that it's called the front page of the internet, it's because they have popular posts that are posted from around the internet, things that are shared that are then upvoted. You can see this 12.7K here, right? People hit the arrow up and they hit the arrow down if they don't like it, up if they like it, okay? So on many different topics. Ignore the movie poster. I don't know what that's about. I guess that's just an advertisement. People vote up what they vote up. Here's a picture of some deer and cherry blossoms in Nara Park in Japan. Here's a video of a guy playing the saxophone. Some of this stuff is useless and pointless, and that's fine. But then there's more useful stuff. Here's a news story. And you can see at the top of each of these, there is an R, right? And then a /, and then the name of the subreddit. It's called a subreddit. This is our politics. This is our world news. This is our news. So first, this is a great news source. So if I just go to Reddit World News, boink, and I click on that, now I'm in the Reddit World News community. And I can join it, right? If I zoom out a little bit, I can, oh, I've already joined it. You can see I've joined it, okay? I can check out the posts, I can read articles, I can see headlines, and each one is connected to a link, so I can read the articles. But then you can see that there are conversations happening down here. Down in the comments, I might get involved in a thread. It's called a thread around the topic of the article. Someone has posted this, maybe I disagree with this, I hit reply, I reply, they reply to me, we get in a fight. Oh, beautiful. What could be better than that, right? So Reddit News is a great place to get news, but it's also a great place to interact with people who are interested in the same thing. Now, news, I would say, is pretty general, right? But you get the idea. I'm surrounding myself with it. And the cool thing about Reddit, for example, World News, this community, is that you're getting many different news sources. There will be articles from news sources around the world. If you only look at one news source, you're probably getting a bit of a bias. If you're looking at an aggregator of news, like World News, you're getting many different perspectives. So that's pretty cool. So you get that immersion, that information that allows you to communicate with others because you know what's going on in the world in English. So you're improving your English as you read articles, and you learn about the world, and you're interacting with people. Now, I know it's not voice, you're not talking with them, but you're still practicing your interaction skills. Okay. Now, what if I'm interested in something very specialized? Okay, maybe you are. There are subreddits for specific movies. There are subreddits for almost anything that you can imagine. So let's just search one. Let's search dinosaurs. 84.7 thousand members. And now I'm in Reddit dinosaurs. Now, there are a bunch of posts around dinosaurs. Now, if you're not interested in dinosaurs, then don't search Reddit dinosaurs, okay? This is just for people who might have an interest in dinosaurs or want to talk with others about dinosaurs. Now, this one in particular looks a little silly. This doesn't look like a scientific subreddit, but there are some subreddits which are very scientific, which may focus on, maybe another one about dinosaurs, may focus on discoveries of new dinosaur fossils and theories about which dinosaur bones mean what and all of that kind of stuff, right? So this seems to be just kind of media and art and that kind of thing related to dinosaurs. Personally, not that interesting. I want to learn the science of dinosaurs, so I would probably search another one. Now, there are some very popular subreddits. For example, I really like Shower Thoughts. One of the most famous ones is called Shower Thoughts. Shower Thoughts. And 20 million members. Crazy. Now, this is just things that people think in the shower. So if you have profound ideas that you suddenly realize that no one else has thought of before, and sorry, that's my cat meowing. My cat is probably on Reddit meow, or Reddit cats, or Reddit give me chicken. If you have ideas that maybe no one else has ever thought of, or some new way, usually it's a new way of looking at something, you might post it on Reddit Shower Thoughts. That's forcing you to kind of think in English to compose something clearly in an interesting way. You're using your English skills to make something clear that then other people can enjoy. And you know people are enjoying it if they upvote your shower thought or whatever post that you make. Let's see what we got here. Dogs always expect us to share our food with them, but look at us weird when we get close to their bowl. Okay, that's a weird one. I guess so. I guess that's right. Drug tests are the only tests where having less knowledge of the subject makes you more likely to pass. Less knowledge of the subject makes you more likely to... Yeah, I guess so. I guess that makes sense. Oh, that's an interesting perspective. Okay, so this is the idea, and you can, if you're interested in food, if you're interested in travel, if you're interested in a specific movie, in philosophy, in whatever you might be interested in, there is a community based on that thing. You can find it, you can interact. There are 377 comments under this one Reddit shower thought post, right? And then you're part of something, and you do it every day. And you enjoy it. If you enjoy interacting in a community, if you enjoy learning, if you enjoy surrounding yourself with the language, and again, Reddit is just one example, then you're going to learn faster. You're going to, when you hear someone reference something in a movie or a TV show, you might start to actually get it. You might say, oh, I get it. It's not just about the words that they say. That's not why it's hard to understand. It's hard to understand because you don't know the cultural reference. Many of the cultural references live here, okay? Among other places. It's just one of your resources. I suggest that you use it. So I would encourage you guys to challenge yourself to join a couple of subreddits and start interacting in them. Find your interests in English and use those as windows into the language. Follow something like World News so that you can find out what's relevant in the world and read those articles in English. Force yourself to read the articles in English and the comments in English, and try to respond to one or two of the comments in the comment thread underneath of a post that you're interested in. Check out the main page and see what's popular. What's going on in the English-speaking world? This is the front page of the internet, all right? I encourage you to do it. If you do it, I think you'll improve faster, and you might even enjoy it. All right. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and also check out my full English courses in the links in the description.